Let me just very briefly say that this is going to be another stressful legislative session with respect to the budget.
That's the report Rockville's mayor and council heard from Delegate Barve and the District 17 delegation.
What I perceive is we received a healthy dose of lowering of expectations for this upcoming session regarding our 4 legislative priorities. I appreciate the honesty.
In addition to talk about the tight budget climate, the delegation also addressed the 3 city legislative priorities for 2012, which include restoration of highway user revenues, statewide stormwater management legislation, and legislation to allow non-sworn officers to sign off on speed camera violations. We spoke to the members of the delegation after the meeting to get their reaction on their presentation.
The U.S. economy is still in a recession, and we're only slowly recovering. I mean, as a business person myself, I do sense the recovery. It is happening, but not as quickly as we would want. And while it's fortunate that Maryland is doing better than the rest of the country, it's still not as good as we would want. And so it's going to result in very hard budgetary problems for the state, for the county, and for the city.
I think it's important for people here to realize how much state employees, how much the state has done to try to cut down on their costs, and the state employees have really taken a hit. And so I think that it behooves municipalities and county governments to look at what all their avenues are to save money.
We are working in a very scarce, an environment that's marked by scarcity, and I think we're going to be looking at it for the foreseeable future. The federal government's contracting, sales tax revenues are down, income tax revenues are not as high as they should be. So the pie has not been expanding. The pie is actually shrinking for the first time in recent memory, and we're all going to have to make adjustments.
There's a lot that will be going on in Annapolis this session, but specifically for municipalities, there's a number of issues. And the municipalities, they're concerned about their road maintenance funds, highway user revenue, which the state has cut way back on over the last 5 years. And the state has budget problems, the cities have budget problems, and that's something that's been cut way back.
We'll continue to follow the updates from the General Assembly session in Annapolis right here on Rockville 11.